Alright, guys. Day 14. Welcome back to the podcast. I recorded a little bit earlier today, and that audio is not, I don't think it's saved. When I pressed stop recording, I kind of walked into the house because the Uber Eats food was coming up the driveway. And I went inside to put my water bottle in the house and then come out the door to get the food from the driver. And because I had been recording sitting in the driveway out in the sun when the food got delivered, and then I thought it would save, but I think it didn't end up saving. So here we go. Second round of recording, day 14. There's already another recording up, I think. I don't know if it's posted yet. About just updates. But yeah, so for day 14 with Lilly Singh's book, Be a Triangle, these next 3 pages, she starts talking about relationships and, having access to good relationships so that it's, helpful for health and helpful, just like different methods of, how health and, different conditions, or at least mentally, how to be able to better manage things. Like, it's hard to manage things when there's a, support circle, social circle that's not supportive. If they're breaking you down more than they're building you up, then that's not going to be helpful if you're trying to build yourself up too. It's almost like if you could think about like building sandcastles at the beach, as the waves come in, and then if there was like a little toddler or even like infant sitting right there in the sand next to the castle, just slowly, just innocently, just like picking away at the little areas that are getting built, just because that's just how life goes, right? So if that's just general life, and then you have waves of other circumstances that might be people that are also chipping away at it, it's like, how fast and how sturdy are you going to be able to build that up when you have a little kid sitting there, smacking away, and how they flap their arms and kick around and stuff, and they're just next to it, just naturally moving like they do and curious and touching things and seeing that it's getting slightly knocked down, and then you see waves, coming from the ocean, knocking it down, and you're over here trying to like build it up. Like, if you didn't have one of those things, either the little kid was being taken care of by someone else and they're over with someone else now. At least if you only had the waves or only had the kid, you could kind of maybe manage that. But it's like, you'll be building that castle all day and probably never be any further along than you were, if, versus if you had nothing chipping away at it and you just were left to your own energy to just sit and build and build and build, that thing would be massive and fortified and have a lot of like strong foundation. But it's like, you can't really do that if there's too much stuff kind of chipping at it. My weird analogy, but like, she starts going into talking about meditation. And one of the pages, I took a photo of one of the pages where she talks about meditation, saying like, similarly, the act of meditation is one of purification, removing the dirt and noise from your brain so you can regain optimal clarity and function. You remove the cloudiness and uncertainty that are distracting you. So, yeah, I think one thing that's hard, to do is really trying to pay attention to, our body signals, our mind signals, usually we're busy running around and, don't have a lot of kind of like fortifying like vitamins and supplements and, just the necessities that we need just like on us all day, like in a backpack or something. So it's easy to get depleted, and, it's also hard to often check in with your own self a lot of times because it's like, oh, like what if, what if I can't check in, or like what if I don't know anything, like what if I don't know what to do, or what if I bring up something at a weird time of day in the middle of work or something, and now I'm like, my mind doesn't have enough time to unwind and process that. And that was one thing that I definitely struggled with. Like, I would notice that the amount of time and energy I needed to spend processing the things that I had going on in my head, I wasn't given that amount of time, which was why it was always appealing to me when I started realizing I could wake up early and have multiple hours of the day to not have to do anything. That was kind of a game changer for me. I learned a lot, I did a lot, and at least there was a purpose to certain things in the morning, like earlier in the day. And especially with podcasting, I remember when I was like struggling so much with like work, trying to like get up and like, it's a hard thing for a lot of people to get up and motivate towards work. But that was one thing that helped me, that I was like, okay, I need to have enough time to like record the podcast episode before I get too deep into my shift. And that alone, was, a creative energy. There was a lot of venting and stuff too, but it's like, it was all kind of tied in, but it's like, it kind of led somewhat to my mind being a little bit clearer, and starting the day out with something that I really enjoyed doing versus like roll out of bed and start working. It's like I was able to kind of do stuff a little smoothly. Meal times, hydration, sleep, exercise, those are things that, we really can't just like go without that kind of stuff. And so, it can be useful and helpful to just make sure that that kind of stuff is being focused on, and on a very regular basis, day to day. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. And let's see. So pretty much I did post 2 recordings, I think one late last night with day 13, which was also late last night. And then I recorded 2 episodes, 3 last night, / past midnight into this morning. So, yeah, I didn't post day 14 yet. But yeah, that was pretty much what I did today. Early today, I slept yesterday after the airport. I did do a lot of resting and, unwinding. So I didn't get a lot done. My energy was groggy. I was all over the place. And so, I woke up, I went to bed probably around 4 a.m. or so, maybe 5 a.m. I was kind of dozing. I was going to sleep around like midnight. Then I was like, maybe 1:30 a.m. And I just kept pushing because I was like, whatever, it's Sunday. Pretty much Saturday was, a beginning recovering day, and today's actually a true recovering day. But yeah, I was able to go, well, not go, I didn't leave the house or anything, but through all those storms going on last night, I basically was recording and being able to relax and you know, I did that, and then I also researched a lot. So I'm starting to get back into the tech stuff, but right now, first things first, I've got to get the Wi-Fi situated. So, I did a lot of researching last night. I ordered my first basically I ordered one product that should get here today around 3, which is in like 4 minutes. And then I ordered another one that should get there Tuesday. So depending how the cheaper one that should arrive today, depending on how good that is for Wi-Fi, I may or may not cancel the other order that's coming Tuesday. But if the Tuesday one is the one I actually want, and I actually found it at 50% off. I think it's open, used in good condition or something like that. So it's like it's almost $400 originally brand new, but I found it for nearly like 200, but just extra for shipping, because I want it fast. So Tuesday instead of, I think they were gonna say like March 7th or March 8th or something ridiculous. So yeah, I didn't really want to deal with too much extra stuff, but yeah, I don't think this thing is coming on time at all. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with too much extra stuff, but yeah, like that's the first thing I'm doing right now is just getting the internet situated, or at least an option for something slower for a few days until I can get to something better. And then getting my like all the hobby relevant stuff, like for music I use Reason Studios 12, and for yeah, even like the website I'm working on and stuff, like I haven't wanted to work on it because I've been in this mood, but also now that I want to start working on it more, since I'm more motivated, more rested, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to, because the internet sucks so bad. I mean, today it's fine because we don't have any storms, so today is the first day since probably like Tuesday or Wednesday that it works okay. But then I was also out of town Thursday through pretty much some of the Saturday, so most of Saturday. So yeah, it's a challenge. I don't know. Like, I'm just hoping there's not a lot of troubleshooting, but yeah, I'm really doing like kind of more of a passive, just looking into things, in a very passive way, and, mostly just trying to, just see what it is that I'm kind of most interested towards, like what I'm gravitating towards, because that's not something that I fully know at the moment. Like, I'm pretty sure that I know, but I'm not like 100% sure. So I'm kind of I'm kind of taking the time I need to kind of get back into learning about stuff and then seeing where I go from there, and basically just putting on, content to just be able to sit and think and relax and yeah, in that way just kind of figure out what's best for me. And so that's pretty much where I'm going with it. Sorry, I thought I heard a knock at the door, but it might just be in my head. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm doing right now is trying to make sure I'm just doing pretty much what I need to do to get up to par with my headspace basically, and just kind of knowing what I need to do, doing the things that I'm interested to do. Yeah. So that's basically all I've been doing today, and yesterday, but late hours and stuff. So I'm just not too sure. Like I don't really know, I don't know like every single thing on the face of the planet. So I'm still learning as I go too. But yeah, I'm really trying to kind of figure out what's gonna be my next steps. I feel like because I've been in such a different field for such a long time, it's really hard to make a judgment or have a whole lot of understanding towards like what I actually want to be doing. But yeah, I see good things on the horizon. But I'm definitely trying to take this break. It's been a lot of adjustment too, which is kind of weird, but I'm coping better with it lately. And ever since I told myself I'm just gonna put stuff down, kind of reorganize things, because I mean it's frustrating anyways. Like I can't do anything without the internet. Like I have 5G like data on my phone, but that's I don't have like hotspot capabilities through this plan. So, and I don't know, I was trying to talk to the family and get the information I needed about the family, plan that I'm on for cellular, or the household Wi-Fi situation. For upgrading the Wi-Fi anyways, I was gonna just pay out of pocket to do it, but the person in the family who has the information, even since June, hasn't shared it or made any effort to collab to kind of get that done. And I kind of don't really, like, I'll ask a couple times, but it's like, I don't like to have to depend on people for stuff, to do stuff, to follow through with stuff, just so I can save a buck. Like, sometimes I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to pay for it and get what I want, get the stuff that I want, because it's like, I'll be able to purchase the things that I like. So that's kind of my goal right now, is just get everything working at least, and functional, so that I can actually, I have to have good enough internet to be able to take the practice exam, to be able to take the final exam, and to be able to do job interviews virtually online. And, so I can't not have stable internet and try to be working in tech remotely. Like, that's just not going to work. And it's also slowing down my job opportunities, because, our work opportunities, our income opportunities. Our class has a Discord every Sunday at 5, so I think today I'm gonna log into that. I'll probably have an early dinner around 4:30, And then, yeah, once my products arrive, I'm gonna do some setting everything up and testing and reviewing. And then I should be good to go. But that's kind of what I want to do. So, yeah, I'm, yeah, I think that's pretty much where I'm at with what I'm up to. I haven't really planned out my day much past that. Sorry I lost the other recording, guys. I tried to do a similar of a process of recording this one. It's going to be a little shorter. The other one was like 26, 27 minutes, I think. This is going to be a little shorter, but that's kind of all I'm up to. I think the last day 13 and the other two recordings that were like 50 something minutes long, I feel like those and then this 20 something minute one pretty much fills people in up to date of what I've been doing with this whole process of things. So yeah, once tomorrow comes, we're at our halfway point through this process in this book. I feel like I'm kind of winging it, trying to record. It's kind of hard to talk about a book that I'm separating into 3 pages at a time. It's not really designed that way. It does kind of have broken chapters and stuff, but it's like I just wanted to do a 30-day thing. Like, I don't really care if it makes sense or not. It's like, what difference does it make if I take a slow process through a book and record a bit about it little by little versus just, gulping it down like in one sitting and then doing like one review on it. I'd rather get like daily, something a little bit daily out of it, even though it's not really designed that way. But yeah, this is our second book, so that it actually helps me keep track too of the process of things. So this is going to be like 45 days in, pretty much. And yeah, so with that, I'm going to get on with my evening. I'm not doing way too much. I didn't sleep very good last night, but I am going to eat dinner early and probably sleep pretty dang early too. And yeah, but I'm just researching a bunch of stuff, just kind of like lounging, taking in a lot of tech content. I used to follow Chris Pirillo way back. Did I mention this on here yet? That I was reviewing some of my old videos I'd made about some Raspberry Pi setups. I used to like learning about electronics and Python programming and Raspberry Pi, the operating system and just like hardware setups and trying different things. That really had an appeal to me, and I feel like whenever I've had times that are like down times, as in like I'm not like super busy, not necessarily like depressed down, but I mean like times where I'm not like super ultra busy, but I like my mind to be like involved in something. That's kind of what I gravitate towards, is music and tech. So I'm really excited about that. And that's pretty much about as much as I want to record at the moment. I can tell I'm pretty exhausted because I stayed up so late and had such a weird sleep schedule last night and nap schedule and everything. So yeah, but it's definitely been, an improvement. The trip was a great idea. It definitely helped for me to feel an improvement in my mood, and just overall outlook. And I'm looking forward to, you know, experiencing more benefits of the changes and things. So, all right. So with that, that's it for now. Have a good day 14. And one more quick thing. I'm not sure if I'm really gonna do this because I've never done it before, but I was playing with the idea of having raw foods for lunch. Today I had an acai bowl and a celery juice, and I'm thinking, that would be cool to have like more like raw foods, like just unprocessed stuff, at least once a day. It was pretty light though. For breakfast I had eggs, and a quesadilla. It was kind of more like a brunch. I kind of ate around 9:30ish, 10ish. Yeah, and I was sitting outside in the car for a bit, for like a good couple hours. Well, not a couple hours, like 30 minutes or so. So that was nice. But yeah, I'm just chilling, feeling a whole lot better. I think if I wasn't like I'm a little slight amount groggy and a little tired. But other than that, I feel good. So, yeah, I'm gonna eat in a while and then kind of call it a night. But then I'll be able to sleep whenever. But yeah, I'm just chilling. Like a busy kind of chill. And I'm done for now. So yeah, with that, thanks for listening.